Hey, good morning, welcome back to my channel. I got a new video today. I'm gonna actually be doing a update to my plastic trim on my door seal to help give my dog some more traction when she's getting in and out of the truck. I got a recommendation from somebody on Reddit after I posted a question and a photo. I have plastic cladding down at the bottom of my door sill, I'll show it here, and it's very slippery when my dog gets in and out of the truck. So they recommended that I go get some spray-on truck bed liner and undo that plastic part of the bottom door sill and then spray it with the bed liner to get a little bit of traction for my dog as she gets up and down into the truck and out of the truck. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna remove that piece or try to figure out how, and then we're gonna go ahead and spray it and see how it turns out. So I'm here at the door. These are the plastic pieces that I'm talking about. I don't think I'm gonna try and undo this. I'll see what it looks like underneath, but this might be too much of an issue for me to undo. So I'm gonna just try and undo this single piece right here, which looks relatively easy at the moment. I've got this tool that I use for dash cam installations for all the trims, but I'm gonna try and pry this open and just see how it turns out and if I can get this piece off relatively quickly. It takes up a decent amount of space. There's already some scratches from her paws on it, so I'm hoping that this piece just sprayed will do the trick. If it doesn't, I may have to just tape off sections, just this little section, and spray on, cover this up and spray it on from there, but I'm hoping that I don't have to do that. So let's go ahead and try and get this off. All right, look at that. So we've got some metal clips here. These clips are actually going to be what's holding it into place within these little spots right here. There's openings. So sometimes you got to be a little careful when you're opening this up. You don't want to break these pieces because if these kind of break, then you almost get stuck having to buy a whole new piece. But that was pretty easy. I will say that this tool did help actually a lot with the prying up of that. Saves your fingertips, and it actually just seamlessly kind of made it easy. So if you do have one of these, I recommend getting one. If you don't, they are pretty cheap on Amazon, so try and pick up like a package of them if you're going to be doing work on your car. It'll help you in the future for installing dash cams or doing something like this. We're here on the other side now. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Don't mind the dog hair. I ended up cleaning the other side, but completely forgot about this side, so don't mind that. Life of living with a golden. I don't know why I'm so scared of this side now. I just don't want to break anything, but all right, so we got panel number 2 off. Doesn't look like I broke anything, so we are net positive so far. All right, so I decided that instead of painting it here, I'm gonna actually build like a little stand-up booth for painting, but I'm gonna keep it outside the garage. So what I'm doing is I'm just gonna attempt to take some fishing wire, some fishing line, and I'm gonna lightly just use small strips of duct tape, and I'm gonna duct tape the back of it with the fishing wire, fishing line, so that it just sits like this. And then I'm gonna hang this from a ladder outside that I don't care if it gets sprayed on. And I'm gonna hang it there, and then I'm just gonna hold it and spray the outside. I'm only spraying this one side, so hopefully that works. We're gonna give it a shot, and I'll go ahead and just place these onto here, and hopefully it holds up pretty well. In my mind, it sounds like it's gonna work, so let's see if it works in actual practice. Okay, so now that we have these on, fishing wires attached through the duct tape, I'm just gonna lightly clean the outside of these. There's dog hair and just some dirt, so I'm gonna clean these just to make sure that the spray adheres to it the best that it can, and then I'm gonna go ahead and attach them to the ladder outside. Okay, so I decided to just try and use some Goo Gone a little bit in this microfiber cloth. I'm just gonna take this, wipe it down. Pretty crude and basic, but just to try and get most of this grime off. Not a ton, but you know, a little bit comes off, so every little bit counts. So that's good enough for me. Let's go ahead and we'll attach these to the ladder outside. I got my boards and my duct tape. The instructions say to shake this for about a minute. So I'm gonna do that. then you gotta let the ball settle. So let's shake it up real quick. In a minute, but I'm gonna hook these up real quick and then shake it again. Okay, so that didn't work. Look at that. That's one down. Okay, so this is probably gonna work. This is good so far. All right, upon further review, Crow, shut up. Review, I'm going to spray it the other way because it sprays pretty far and I don't want it to hit the truck. So, new camera angle. Okay, that spray is kind of intense, but okay, so not too bad. I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit, and it's a little, I will say, chunky in some areas. I'll show you in a second. So as you can see, it's a little, let's see if I can get that. It's a little chunky. I'm not sure if that's how it is, and then it just dries different. But I'm not too worried about the look. It's more function. So it says to let these sit for about an hour to dry. They're blowing in the wind, so hopefully they stay pretty good. They dry nicely, and then we will check back in about an hour. All right, so in the midst of waiting for these ones, they fell off their sweet hanging setup, but it looks like they're done. A little chunky in some areas, but not too bad. So I think I'm gonna pop these back into place and see. I mean, you can kind of hear it. They're still a little plasticky. Obviously the whole thing's plastic, but I'm hoping that this gives Franny, my dog, a little bit more traction and makes it so that she feels more comfortable jumping out of the truck. I got a step recently as well. Hopefully that I can teach her how to learn how to use and jump in and out of the truck, and I can just leave it in the bed. But so far she's not having it. She's one of a kind, but let's put these back on and see how it looks overall. All right, so we're back over here at the door. I'm gonna go ahead and toss these back on. I think I might have gotten the wrong one. I'll be right back. Okay, so there's definitely a specific side to these. I got the right one this time, so let's go ahead and put this on. Make sure we line them up. Much smoother. All right. You can kind of hear the difference, but let's go ahead and do the other side now. All right, on the other side, line it up. Simple snap back into place. There you go. Now hopefully the next time we take our dog out, she'd be able to jump in. It looks pretty good. I mean, I wouldn't say it's like professional grade, but it's good. So yeah, we'll see how that ends up turning out, and then if not, I'm gonna try and find something that I can put over there. I was thinking like a softer vinyl, or I don't know. I mean, if you have any ideas or you've gone through something similar, and you have a pet that needs to get in and out and struggles and have something for this section, you know, comment below. I'd greatly appreciate any ideas or guidance on that. All right, well, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. This went pretty well. It was not too bad to be able to pop those off with that prying tool, and then using this Rust-Oleum bed liner. I'm sure you can get whatever brand or make that you want, but it turned out pretty good. It did look a little chunky. I think that's my bad on the spraying portion. I either got too close or sprayed too much in one spot. But in the end, it turned out to be all right. I mean, it's decent enough that I think it's fine. We'll see how my dog handles it. But if she seems to struggle, like I said earlier, I'll probably just switch it up and maybe make a video of me making like some sort of small ramp or a bigger step like the one I showed for her to get in and out of. But I want to try to help make it a little bit more accessible for her and her hips, and make sure she doesn't hurt herself getting in and out of the truck. But you know, I really appreciate you watching the video. Like and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you in the next one.